Greetings! Mantore79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a D standard formats. Dragon Empires, Dragonic Overlord the end with, Ravaging Dragon, with cards available up until DZBT03. Alrighty, let's get started. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck, we have 1. Great Zero, Lizard Runner Undo, starting unit. 1. Great 1, Embodiment of Armor, Bar. 1. Great 2, Dragon Knight Nehalem. 1. Great 3, Dragonic Overlord, the end. 1. Ride Deck Crest, Energy Generator. The Great Zero, Lizard Runner Undo, starting unit. Skill, Auto. When this unit is rode upon, if you went second, draw a card. The Great 1, Embodiment of Armor, Bar. Skills, first skill, Auto. When this unit is rode upon by a Dragon Knight Nehalem, cost, Counterblast 1. If the cost is paid, search your deck for up to 1 Great 1 card, reveal it, put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. Second skill, Auto, is a rear guard once per turn. When your Vanguard's attack hits, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. The Great 2, Dragon Knight Nehalem. Skills, first skill, Auto. When this unit is rode upon by a unit with Overlord in its card name, call this card to rearguard circle. Second skill, Action, is a rear guard once per turn. If you have a Vanguard of Overlord in its card name, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid, this unit and all of your Vanguards gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. The Great 3, Dragonic Overlord, the end. Skills, first skill, Continuous, as a Vanguard during your turn. If your soul has a Dragonic Overlord, this unit's drive cannot decrease from card effects, and it gets plus 5,000 power. Second skill, Auto, as a Vanguard once per turn. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Cost, Counterblast 1 and discard 2 cards from your hand. If the cost is paid, stand this unit, and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. The Ride Deck Crest, Energy Generator. Skills, first skill, Auto, from the ride deck. When you ride, put this card into the crest zone. If you went second, energy charge 3. Second skill, Continuous. You may have up to 10 energy. Third skill, Auto. At the beginning of your ride phase, energy charge 3. Fourth skill, Action, once per turn. Cost, Energy Blast 7. If the cost is paid, draw a card. And of that, we just about covered the ride deck. Next, let's get on to the Great 1 lineup. And now for the Great 1 lineup. For the Great 1s in this deck we are playing 3. Great 1, Drag Ritter Jabble. 3. Great 1, Twin Buckler Dragon. And 1. Great 1, Blitz Order, Elementaris Sanctitude. The Great 1, Drag Ritter Jabble. Skill, Auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your turn, you may put this card into your soul. If you have a Grade 3 or greater Vanguard of Virgil in its card name, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. The Great 1, Twin Buckler Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from hand discarded. The Great 1, Blitz Order, Elementaris Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementaris Sanctitude in the deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Place the cost of, discard a card from your hand if your Vanguard is grade 3 or less. If the cost is paid, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Remove this card. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck, we are playing 3. Grade 2 Ravaging Dragon. 4. Grade 2 Alder Hatchet Dragon. 4. Grade 2 Burning Horn Dragon. 4. Grade 2 Speedbull of Duststorm Bertrand. And 4. Grade 2 Duststorm Killing Field. The Grade 2 Ravaging Dragon. Skill: Auto as a rear guard. When this unit is boosted, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle for each set order in your order zone. If it got plus 15,000 power or more, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid until end of battle, when your opponent would call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time. The Grade 2 Alder Hatchet Dragon. Skills: First skill, Continuous as a Guardian. If your soul is a card of Overlord in its card name, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. Second skill, Action as a rear guard. If your opponent's Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, cost: Retire this unit. If the cost is paid, choose a Grade 3 card of Overlord in its card name from your drop and put it into Soul. The Grade 2 Burning Horn Dragon. Skills: First skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on the rearguard circle, cost Counterblast 1. If the cost is paid, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 card of Overlord in its card name, put into your hand and shuffle deck. If you do not reveal a card, countercharge 1. Second skill, Auto as a rear guard. When your Vanguard with Overlord in its card name attacks, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. The Grade 2 Speedbull of Duststorm Bertrand. Skills: First skill, Auto. When this unit is placed in the rearguard circle, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost is paid, search your deck for up to 1 Duststorm Killing Field, put into order zone and shuffle deck. Second skill, Continuous as a rear guard. If this unit was chosen by the ability of Duststorm Killing Field on your order zone this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power. The Grade 2 Set Order Duststorm Killing Field. Skill: First skill, after a set order is played, put it in the order zone. Second skill, Auto from the order zone. At the beginning of your battle phase, choose one of your back row rear guards and it gets boost until end of turn. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 3 lineup. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck, we are playing 3. Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord The End. 4. Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord. And 1. Grade 3 Normal Order Grania Gradel. The Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord The End. Since we already explained this deck's cards and skills and effects during the Ride deck portion of the video, let's just skip ahead. The Grade 3 Dragonic Overlord. Skills: First skill, Continuous as a Vanguard or rear guard. During the battle, this unit attacked a rear guard. Your opponent cannot call cards from your hand to the Guardian Circle. Second skill, Auto as a Vanguard once per turn. When this unit attack hits, cost Counterblast 1 and discard a card from hand. If the cost is paid, stand this unit and it gets drive -1 until end of turn. The Grade 3 Normal Order Grania Gradel. Skills: First skill, Regulus Piece. You may only have 1 Regulus Piece in your deck and use it a total of 1 time in the fight. Second skill, Order. Play as if you have a Grade 3 Vanguard of Persona Ride and you do not ride this turn. Activate Persona Ride. Draw a card. All of your fellow units gets plus 10,000 power this turn and you're regarded to have Persona Road. And with that, we've covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Trigger lineup. And now for the Trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck, we are playing 1. Grade 0 Dragon DD King of Resurgence Dragvita Overtrigger. 4. Grade 0 Burning Flail Dragon Critical Trigger. 4. Grade 0 Blaze War Monk Sogyo Critical Trigger. 3. Grade 0 Flare Veil Dragon Draw Trigger. 2. Grade 0, Stealth Fiend Amavira, heal trigger. And 2. Grade 0, Cure Flare Draco Kid, heal trigger. The Grade 0, Dragon D King of Resurgence, Dragvita, over trigger. Skill: you may only have one over trigger in a deck. When revealed as a trigger, remove that card, draw a card, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 100 million power until end of turn. If revealed during a drive check, activate its additional effect. Additional effect: choose one of your vanguards and stand it. The Grade 0, Burning Flail Dragon, critical trigger. Skill: auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Cost: put this unit into your soul. If the cost and paid, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 2000 power until end of turn. The Grade 0, Flare Veil Dragon, draw trigger. Skill: continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5000 shield. The Grade 0, Stealth Fiend Amavira, heal trigger. Skill: auto. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until end of battle. Active if it's its second attack this turn or more. The Grade 0, Cure Flare Draco Kid, heal trigger. Skill: auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, if the attack unit's critical is 2 or greater, and its critical is increased by an ability other than a trigger effect, or its original critical is 2 or greater, this unit's shield gets plus 15,000 until end of battle. And at that, we just about covered the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck, we are playing 1. Over trigger, Dragvita. 8. Critical triggers. 3. Draw triggers. And 4. Heal triggers. And with that, the deck's been built, Cardfight explained. Next, let's get on to explain this deck's main playstyle. So for the main playstyle of this deck, first just write your right line normally from grade 0, 1, 2, and 3, Dragonic Overlord at the end. And then try to send your order zone at least up till 3 copies of Duststorm Killing Field, either by deploying them straight from your hand or by using the effect of the Speedball of Duststorm Bertrand to set them into the order zone. Once you have 3, in one of your front row rearguard circles, try to secure a Ravaging Dragon. And in the back row, maybe use a rearguard with power-up skill like Burning Horn Dragon, for example. And once your field's been set up, so you just try to attack normally, either by using when you begin the battle phase, you can use the ability of Duststorm Killing Field to give all of your grade 2 rearguards of the ability to boost. Then just attack normally with Dragonic Overlord at the end first. Take advantage of Burning Horn Dragon's skill to, power it up every time your Vanguard Overlord attacks. Then again, restand Overlord of its own skill, attack again bestowing power here, and thanks to Duststorm Killing Field, your Burning Horn can boost in the back row, and then you just attack normally. And for the big finisher, use Ravaging Dragon as your main finishing attacker. Then with Ravaging Dragon skill, it gets plus 5,000 power for every set order in the order zone, in this case 3. And if it gets a 15,000 power boost of its own skill, it activates a secondary ability, which is if you pay the cost, your opponent will have to use 2 more cards to guard against Ravaging Dragon, making it easier to either to pressure or finish off your opponent with. And if that's the main playstyle of this deck. Just ride till grade 3 Dragonic Overlord at the end, secure up to 3 Duststorm Killing Fields in your order zone, and secure front row attacker Ravaging Dragon, and maybe some power-up units like, for example, Burning Horn Dragon in the back row. In the battle phase, use Duststorm Killing Field skill to give your grade 2s the ability to boost, and take advantage of Dragonic Overlord at the end's restand skill with Burning Horn's power-up skill. And for the big finisher, you can then pressure or finish off your opponent with Ravaging Dragon, using its skill to power up for every card in your order zone. And if you meet the conditions and pay the cost, you can do a guard restriction ability, making it easier to pressure or finish off your opponent with. And of that, we've covered the deck's main playstyle. And of that, that's about the time we have for today. First, I want to say is thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also be all sure to support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And of that, I say goodbye and see you all soon.